What's up, everybody? Good morning. I had to come in and do this video real quick before I go to work. You know me, I'm always on the go. Uh, Hope all of you are having a great start to the morning. Getting into this episode of GH, listen, Geo, I like him, but his character is kind of starting to annoy me on certain levels. And that's not even the actor fault. It ain't even about the actor. It's just the way that this character is being written. But when he found out about Drew's run for Congress and the celebration that they had or whatever at the Quartermaines, he was like, "Oh, was my Uncle Sonny there? Why would Sonny be there? That's what I want to know. Like, why would he think Sonny would be there? Like, I just think that this boy just don't know the history between the Quartermaines and Sonny, and I think he thinks that Sonny should be invited to everything. I don't know why, but sir, why would he be there? You know what I'm saying? Because he seemed like he was troubled or something like that to when he found out Sonny wasn't there or Sonny wasn't invited. Why would they invite him? Like, he needs to stop thinking that Sonny needs to be at every single event. Like, you weren't even invited. You didn't even know about the celebration and Drew running for Congress until now because you want to know why you're not a Quartermaine. And you live in the damn house. And yet you weren't there. Jocelyn wasn't there because they're not family. It's not about them. So why would Sonny be there? So anyway, we found out some interesting information today. So apparently Monica has relinquished her authority over the Quartermaine estate, over the mansion. Like, she still owns it, of course, but as far as her making decisions on who's staying, who's going, this, that, and the other, apparently she relinquished her authority over the day-to-day running of the mansion to Michael. Now, I understand that because that's her grandson. I get it. But I'm a little bit from the old school. You know, my way of thinking sometimes is very old school. I feel like the running of the mansion should have went to an elder. You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like the running of the mansion should have went to Tracy or Ned because they're elders. That's how I feel. I feel like Michael is still, wet behind the ear and still got breast milk on his mouth. He still got, breast milk on his breath. I don't feel like he's ready to do all of this yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that authority should go to him. Not until, he a little older. I still feel like Tracy or Ned should have been in the running, but that's just my opinion. I guess. I mean, I'm not thrilled about it. Monica giving up the running of the mansion. I'm glad that at least she still owned the damn place, But it saddens me that, now she's not even calling the shots in her own home anymore. She decided to give that up. That's like the end of an era in a way. Because Lord knows Monica loved throwing people out, loved letting people stay. So I'm going to miss that. But yeah, and of course Trina was brought out again to be a prop. It seems like anytime we see Trina, it's got to be with Gio and Joss or Dex, which annoys me. And my whole thing is, why hasn't Porsha and Trina why haven't they had any scenes together? Portia's at the mansion and her daughter now lives on the grounds. So why haven't we had a scene of the two of them talking or Porsha visiting her daughter's new apartment? It's weird. Hell, even Carly has been to the new apartment, but Porsha hasn't. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, I realized that too. I'm like, so Carly visited the apartment and was helping Jocelyn, but Porsha can't come by the apartment and help her daughter move in or see the place? Like, does she even know her daughter moved there? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's like no scene whatsoever. Speaking of Porsha, I loved her scenes with Laura. Like, she dragged Laura. Like, she straight dog walked her. And I was so happy about it. I was thrilled. Because you know what? I'm glad that Porsha is taking a stand against her. And it saddens me to have to even talk shit about Laura. Because y'all know I love Laura. I think we all do. She's such an icon and a legend. But I said it before. This storyline does her no favors. Like, this storyline is like character assassination for her. You know what I'm saying? Because you're advocating for a nut job to pretty much get out of prison, even though she claims that she's not, but her actions say otherwise. And I'm just happy that Porsha is standing her ground against her. And you know what annoyed me? They brought Elizabeth in. I could not believe they had Elizabeth backing Laura. I was like, you got to be shitting me. Elizabeth? Like, really? And then trying to use Franco as an example of how people change. No, bump that. Heather ain't changing. I totally agree with Porsha on that. Ain't nothing about her changing. I don't give a damn about no poisoning. I don't care about no LSD. That heifer been crazy since... You ever seen the movie Rosemary Baby? Y'all know that was loosely based off Heather Webber. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that heifer was born crazy. Like, no. She don't need no damn freedom. And Laura talking about, I just want to see that justice is served. If you want to see justice served, you'll leave that heifer in that damn cage. That's where you would leave her. You would leave her in prison where she obviously belongs. She doesn't belong amongst civilization. You know what I mean? She needs to be in prison on 24/7 lockdown. And I ain't like the way Laura was trying to talk to Porsha, like wagging her finger around, like, you know, pointing her finger as if Porsha is a child or something, like you're chastising a child. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And then talking about, oh, this conversation is over. I love how Porsha let her know. She was like, no. She was like, yeah, well, the next conversation we're going to have, if you keep campaigning for Heather, we're going to have this conversation in public. I ain't even mad at it. Because I feel like her constituents got a right to know what the hell she out here doing. Trying to set a murderer free in their town. Please, Laura should have been recalled as a mayor. And it's time that she be pushed out or she stepped down. And I could definitely see Jordan taking over the post. Since she's the deputy mayor, I could see her taking over, as she should. Because Laura, in my opinion, at this point, Laura ain't fit to be mayor. She's not fit to run that town at this point. Jordan might be a better option. So, anyway, Curtis was annoying me because when Porsha was telling him about the conversation with Laura and stuff, he gonna sit there basically and spew that same nonsense Laura trying to spew. Oh, well, if the courts decide to reopen the case, then that's up to them. Ain't nothing we could do about that. And I'm glad Porsha kind of went off on him too, because yes, there is something you can do about it. You could do what Porsha's doing, using your voice. You know what I'm saying? Letting higher ups in the government know, or higher ups, you know, in the political world know that you're not going to stand for this. You know, you can file petitions. You can do whatever you got to do. Talk to whoever you got to talk to make sure that don't happen. Standing around waiting for the justice system to do something, that's not the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Porsha's taking a stand, or her husband need to start taking a stand too, instead of just standing around, oh, well, you know, if they reopen, they reopen. That's not a good attitude to have, because you never know what a judge may think. You know, you can't predict that. So if they reopen a case, then that means there's a chance that a judge could let her go. You got to fight that. You got to make sure, the whole point of this is to make sure they don't reopen the damn case. That's the point. That's what Porsha's fighting for. And it pisses me off that Curtis is just being nonchalant about the shit. Like, where is Taggart at? I need somebody who got the same energy as Porsha. Because you know Taggart will be shouting from the rooftops right alongside Porsha. Because Curtis is just too nonchalant for me. It's like, nah, we're not going to do that. You need to go stand beside your lady and advocate with your woman. At least she trying to stand up for something and trying to protect, you know, Trina, as she should. And in a way, she's trying to protect everybody else too. You know, I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Willow and Drew, they definitely seem like they did not care. They didn't have any remorse about that kiss. And it's funny because Willow sat there and was like, it wasn't random on her part. So I said the kiss wasn't random for her, so then that means she wanted to do it. And then Drew was like, oh, in another world, maybe we could have been together or whatever. So this is what they've been wanting. They've been feeling that attraction towards each other for some time now, probably since Greenland. And it makes it seem like the only reason why they're not together, obviously, is because she's with Michael. I was like, oh. See, Michael running the mansion now kind of makes sense, because when he finds out about Drew and Willow, chances are he kicking both of them off the property. Oh, I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, he gonna kick both of their asses off the grounds. They gonna get the boot. And knowing Michael, hopefully he'd start turning that venom on both of them. That same little venom he had for Sonny these last few months, I hope he has it for them too. Don't let them slide. Nope. You had that same energy for your daddy. You need to keep that energy for their asses. You know what I'm saying? Because I could definitely see, you know how Michael is when he gets hurt and he angry. You know what I'm saying? He becomes a whole different beast. So I could definitely see him going after the two of them and being petty and vindictive. Now, when I saw Sasha drink that glass or pour that glass of wine, I said, Sasha, don't you dare drink that. Because we already just recently had a storyline like that. Because last I remember, she's a recovering addict her damn self. So you shouldn't be drinking no alcohol. So put that wine away. Because we already done been through this shit with Finn, and I ain't about to sit through it again with her. We ain't got time for no relapses. Put that glass down. Put it away. I hope she do snitch. I hope she do. I hope she sit right there and tell Michael, because you could see how hard it was for Sasha to sit there and watch Michael and Willow kiss, which was disturbing. Like, you sat there and tongued his uncle down, and now you ain't even go and brush your teeth or put no gum in your mouth. You just gonna use that same tongue, that used tongue on Michael. So basically, Michael just kissed his own uncle. Because I know he tastes Drew when he kissed her. Like, I'm just saying, that's gross. That was like when Carly slept with Sonny and Jackson the same night. I said, this woman ain't even take a hot shower. She just got some sausage from Sonny, and now you gonna go get some from Jax. I was like, well, damn, you ain't even take a whole bath. Like, just nasty. That's like people having multiple sex partners and don't even change sheets. Just gross. That whole conversation between Nina and Michael kind of annoyed me though, because they were sitting there talking about, oh, our past negotiations for a truce didn't work out. What truce? What negotiations? Because last time I checked, Michael wasn't trying to negotiate with Nina. He was making demands. Making demands is not the same as a negotiation. Negotiation is she makes a suggestion, you counter. You have a counter offer. There was no counter offer. There was no offer. There was a demand. Stay away from my family or else. That's a demand. That's a threat. Not a negotiation. But I could definitely see Michael and Nina teaming up when they find out about Drew and Willow. I could definitely see them teaming up. Because Drew is on his whole phase at this point. Like, this man just tongued down Willow, and now he over here tonguing down Nina. I said, that don't make no sense. That man really trying to get a mother-daughter combo. Like, he had to drive through or something. Oh, let me get the Willow-Nina combo. Supersize it. Like, what the hell? So anyway, moving on from that. I don't blame Mac for being pissed at Cody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boy been sitting on this information for quite some time now. Made him think that he wasn't his daddy. Now all of a sudden you want to confess it now? I don't blame Mac for being pissed because he don't know what Cody's true motives are. You know what I mean? So I see why he's stewing about it. Do I think he's going to be mad about it forever? That's not the Mac that I know. I feel like Mac is going to get over it relatively quickly. Once he has some time to process and calm down, he going to get over it. Maxie was I was just looking at Maxie with a total side eye when Cody was like, maybe he should stop teaching James, and Maxie was like, no, that's, you know, the riding lessons or whatever like that is, or teaching him about horses or whatever he doing, is her leverage on James to get him to behave and clean his room. I said leverage. Maxie, you're the mother. You don't need leverage. If the boy don't want to do what you say, take out that belt. That belt is the leverage that you need. Tear that ass up. I don't understand these new age parents with this gentle parenting. I mean, I'm all for gentle parenting, but you gotta know when to use it and when to go back to the old school and get that belt. Because if somebody want to misbehave and don't want to clean their room and listen, get the belt. Get the belt. I could see that Maxie was disappointed in Cody for lying, but I love how Maxie didn't really like judge him for what he did. She just encouraged him to stay in town and, you know, give Mac a chance, you know, to come around and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, after everything Maxie has done and been through in that town, she's at a point in her life where she can't even judge people at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because even she told him all the stunts and shenanigans that she done pulled pales in comparison. You know, she was like, this is minor, basically. What you did is a walk in the park compared to the shit Maxie has done. So I'm glad she didn't like harshly judge him or nothing like that. But I definitely feel like Cody should stick around and give Mac a chance. You know, he gonna come around. You know, he ain't gonna be pissed about it forever. But this was like the longest, boringest secret I've ever seen on a show. Probably one of the longest, boring secrets I ever seen. But I'm glad that it's finally out. It needed to be out because it was like totally ridiculous. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.